We are going to finish up our Chapter 3. We are on page 170 in the workbook. We're only going to do 2 more problems. Jasmine is mixing paint colors. She has 3/4 gallon of blue paint. Let's circle that. She has 3/4 of a gallon. That's always the first number in the problem, in the division problem. She needs 1/6 of a gallon for each new color that she is mixing. So each is an indicator that we're going to be dividing these 2 numbers. Write and solve an equation that models the situation, then interpret the quotient. So you have to make sense of your answer when you're finished. Let's go ahead and set up and solve. She has 3/4, and we're going to divide that by 1/6 because we want to know how many 1/6 are in the 3/4. Let's write a note for our keep, change, flip. We keep the 3/4, and we're going to use the opposite to help us solve. We're going to use the opposite, times, and we're going to flip this, which is the reciprocal, 6/1. You can multiply across and then divide, or we can divide from the get-go. We're going to try to practice cross-reducing. What goes into both 4 and 6 to make it smaller? That's right, 2 does. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. There isn't a number that goes into both 1 and 3 to make them smaller, so now we can multiply straight across. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 1 is 2. Now we're going to simplify. This is interpreting the quotient. So if I want to know how much paint, it says gallons of paint for each new color. I need to know how many new colors I can make. So I'm going to rewrite this as a mixed number. Let's label this improper. 2 goes into 9 4 times. 2 times 4 is 8. So that means 1 more makes 9. So we have 4.5. She can make 4 new colors. So of the 4.5, she can only make 4 new colors. We just needed that whole number. Go ahead and flip the page. We're going to talk about writing story context. This is page 171. Write a story context for 2/3 divided by 1/6, then find the quotient. To write a story context for the division expression, consider the following situation, and then they even give you ideas right here, so you can make up your own. Even though our story may be different, we're all going to end up with the same answer because we're all using 2/3 divided by 1/6. Mimi is very active. She loves to cook, has a couple of hobbies, and has tasks around the house. Choose one of the activities shown, then write a story context using your choice. I'm going to do feeding the birds. Mimi, remember we're going to use proper grammar as much as we can, so Mimi is feeding birds. She has 2/3 pounds of sunflower seeds. She feeds the birds 1/6 of a pound each day. How many days can she feed the birds? Part B, they've already done the setup and solve. Let's take time and do it off to the side over here. 2/3 divided by 1/6 KCF. Keep, change, flip. Keep it, change it, do the reciprocal. So we're going to flip it. If you want, we can cross reduce. Let's look at the opposites. Nothing goes into 2 and 1 to make it smaller, but 3 goes into both itself and 6. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. So our answer is 4. And in our story context, she can feed the birds for 4 days. That's our last problem for today. The next video is going to be on the practice problems.